That's 83. Back with you with another YouTube live. Thank you for joining this live stream. You are the real MVP. Sorry that I'm late, but I was getting all my stuff together, getting my mic together, and now we are here. Get my tripod together. Thank you for joining this live stream. You are the real MVP. Thank you for joining this live stream. Make sure you hit the like button on the live stream for the algorithm. Make sure you hit the like button on the live stream for the algorithm. Make sure you leave a comment on this live stream and make sure you're subscribed to this YouTube channel for more of this future live streams and videos like this. And also share this video with your friends and family so they know that the People Champ Notch 83 go live every day around 4 o'clock Eastern Time, 1 o'clock West Coast Time. All right, there we go. As you can see, your boy the People Champ Notch 83 has got himself a haircut. How you like my shape up? Looking nice and crispy. There we go. Now, around 4 o'clock Eastern Time, between 4 o'clock and 4:20, we talk about random stuff, as you can see by the title, or you just talk about random topics. And then around 4:18, I remind you guys to grab your joints, your blunts, your bongs, grab your THC gummies, grab your edibles, grab your drinks, grab your something to roll up with, and we've got to get it in. But as you can see, I'm like damn near 15 minutes late, and we almost at that time. As you can see, we got 4 more minutes to get it in. 4 more minutes, y'all. We on a Monday, March 4th. So we got 4 more minutes until 4:20, y'all. So get your joints, get your blunts, get your bones, get your bowls, get your THC gummies, get your edibles, get your THC drinks ready, get your edibles ready, because we about to get it in. Hope everybody doing well physically, mentally, and emotionally on this Monday morning. On this Monday afternoon. But once again, I'm apologize for being 15 minutes late. I was scrambling to look for my tripod. Now I just found my tripod, so that's why we're here late. But hope y'all getting ready, rolling up. Hope y'all stuffing your cones up. Hope you got everything rolled up, cause we about to get it in at 4:20. As you can see, I got my Berry Blast. I'm telling y'all, this is not going to end anytime soon. This is not just one, not just two, not just three, not just four, not just five, but this is a 6-gram cart. This is a 6-gram cart, guys. Not only that, but this is not only one, but 2 coils. There we go. Got the lights on bright, so you guys can see me nice and bright. Got the smile going. Make sure the smile nice and bright There we go. Now you can see it. See, you got the 2 coils. This not only does it have THC, not only does it have not only does it have live resins, not only does it have THCP and THCA, but it also has live resins along with diamonds. Diamonds, y'all. This has got diamonds in it. So you know we about to get it in. That's why I say this is gonna take a long time to get finished because all that mixed into one plus diamonds, live resins, that's a THCP, THCA. You know you're gonna get effed up. And not to mention, you you know we always guys we gotta stay hydrated. You know we gotta stay hydrated. Yes, sir. Look at this. You see my haircut? How I like my haircut? Nice and crispy, right? Enough talk because guess what? That's right. It is 420, y'all. Get ready. Happy 420, y'all. Hope you're ready. Happy 420. Uh, uh. Oh my God. Uh. Um. Mm. What's that? Oh my God. Uh. Is it just me or just got extra hot? Uh. And that's hit harder than a submarine. No cap. Uh. Mm. Woo. That's why y'all saw me take a That's why y'all saw me took a drink ASAP because mm, that hit one that hit you with like that pack a punch. As soon as I hit that, I immediately felt warm. Immediately felt warm. Uh, uh. Hope y'all was able to smoke along with me along with 420. Uh, what's the temperature in Philadelphia? What's the temperature in Philly?
It's 61 degrees in Philadelphia right now.
You heard that? I don't know about what y'all temperature is around your area, but in my area, it is 61 degrees. That means that spring is finally arrived. How many times have you guys been complaining about the winter cold? That's right. I'm talking about you. You. How many of you guys have been complaining about the cold and how it's be like 20 degrees and you be like out there literally look like you're about you literally your nose look like about to fall off on the side of the road somewhere. That's how cold it is. Your hands filled with frostbites. Snow. Every time you turn around, it's snow. the snow, the snow. So you're wondering what happened to early days? What happened to early days of spring? I thought the groundhog said we could be supposed to get in early spring. Well, looks like our words has been answered because, as you can tell, it is now spring weather. The spring is here, guys. It is finally here. But, and I do mean but, due to allergy season, that's the one thing that most of us can't stand about when spring arrives. That means that most of us got to deal with runny nose. You can see that's by me sitting here. My nose is just randomly decides to run. Mind you, when it was like super cold out, it never ran, not once. But as soon as the weather starts to get warm, next thing you know, I find myself dealing with this. Let me know if you let me know if you're dealing with this too. When it comes to allergies, deal with runny nose. Hold on for a second, guys. Hold on for a second. Because that is the one thing that I can't stand when it comes to when it gets warm out. Now you got to deal with allergies. And what comes with allergies, like you just saw earlier, runny nose, stuffy nose, itchy eyes, the puffy eyes, all that stuff you would think will happen during the winter. But no, only happens when the winter about to be over with and spring has finally showed up. That's when that's when your nose and all your eyes started to bother you. Not during the winter, but during the spring. I don't know about you guys. That's one thing that I can't stand when it comes to allergy season. That it only happens when the winter leaves. But on that note,
have you been keeping track of these pepper things?
Yes.
hold on for a second, guys. All right, we're back. Cause now you find yourself having yourself keeping around with you at all times a rag or a box of tissues, just so that you will find yourself in a random place with your nose all covered with that nasty stuff. That's the last thing you want is to be in public and your stuff is covered because of your nose. Your face is all messed up because of your nose. All because of allergy season. There we go. Hope everybody doing well physically, mentally, and emotionally on this Monday afternoon. And if anybody hasn't told you yet, you are wise, beautiful, smart, and kind, and you are the most important thing on this earth. And don't let anybody tell you any different. That's right. You. Don't let anybody tell you any different. We are special. You are special in your own way. And on that note, let's smoke to that. Cheers. Woo. That's one thing about this. It doesn't take much for you to get lit off this. All you need to do is take like a couple of hits of this, and you're good. That's another reason why it's going to take extra longer to finish this, because this one hit alone, you're gonna be like, oh my god, you're gonna be struggling to like breathe, not like struggling to like having an asthma attack or something like that. You're gonna be like, you're gonna find yourself like, damn, this is not nothing to play with. That's all I'm gonna say. So that's why, just by taking a couple of hits of this, and you're good. And this is already like, it's just 6 grams. You're definitely not gonna run out of this anytime soon. Like I said, live resins, diamonds, THCA, THCP, all mixed into 6 grams. You're not gonna win any. You're not gonna run out anytime soon. Smart device. See, look at that. Let you know the percentage of the battery. How many disposable let you know the percentage of the battery? Instead of you just taking a guess. Not many, right? This is that's what I got from the dispensary. This cost me $70, guys. $70 from the dispensary. My local dispensary. It might charge you different at your dispensary, because I heard somebody else bought this, but they also bought it in a different flavor, and that dispensary charged them $42 versus mine. So, like I said, it depends on your dispensary. Cheers, gang. Happy Monday. Ah. Oh. Oh man. See? This is what you got to deal with every time you take a hit. You gotta feel like you got hit with hit with a dab. That's exactly what it feels like. Feel like hitting a dab. Like I said, live residence diamonds, TSCP and THCA mixed into one cart, 6 grams. Look at that. Look at the window. Man. Woo. There we go. See. Y'all like the haircut? Y'all mess with the haircut? Versus yesterday? You dig a haircut versus yesterday? Yeah. The boy looking crispy now. Wait a minute. There you go. Got the smile going. Yeah, I see you. There we go. But even when I was getting a haircut, and out of nowhere, my nose like starts to run, like out of nowhere. Like the whole time I would keep like start to sniff my nose and doing this, like I keep doing one of those to like stop my nose from running. Even the barber had to like stop and give me a tissue just so my nose would stop running due to this time of year. Because out of nowhere, like I said, throughout the entire winter, my nose was not running. But yet it's still, but yeah, as soon as it starts to get warm out, that's the my nose is keep running nonstop. My nose keep running nonstop. Even while I was getting a haircut, my nose would not stop running. I'm like, come on, man. Like, where is this coming from? Like, why you gotta do this out of nowhere? Like, let me know. Let me know if I'm not the only one that's annoyed about allergies, especially when it's warm out and you try to look nice and right, and the last thing you want to be being worried about is your face looking crusty due to your runny nose. And we wouldn't even have allergies if it wasn't for the fact that your your government decided to cut all the trees that produces fruit and let the trees up that produces pollen, like the male trees. Cause last time I checked, they take down all the trees that produces fruit, which is female, and leave the trees up, which is male. That's the reason why we have allergies. I don't know if that is correct. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think I heard that from somewhere. Wait a minute, hold on. When allergies were invented? When allergies was invented? When allergies was invented? Hey, what's up? Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. When allergies came about? Uh, it said allergies. Thank you, Latif. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. You like? It says right here that allergies known as allergic disease conditions caused by hypersensitive of the immune system to the typical harmless substance in the environment. These diseases include hay, fever, food allergies, allergic systems. Symptoms may include red eyes, itchy rash. Man, I'm trying to find out what it. Man, I'm trying to find out. What year allergies started? It said the study of allergies began in the 1800s when Dr. John Bostock first described hay fever in 1819. However, I'm going to show you guys. So you guys can read it. There we go. It says the study of allergies began in the 1800s when Dr. John Bostock first described hay fever in 1819. However, the documents from ancient Greek and Rome show that allergic reaction has been around since ancient times. For example, around 1600s. The term summer asthma was first used, indication that allergies could be seasonal. The term hay fever was used in the late 1700s. Then it says more. The word allergies. Oh, hold up. Thank you, bro. Thank you for the compliment. By the way, the word allergies was first used in 1906, and the number of people affected has been increased since then. Let me show you guys read it. It says right here. The word allergies was first used in the 1906, and the number of people affected has been increased since then. One theory for the rising rate of allergies and asthma is the hygiene hypothesis. This theory suggests that living conditions in many parts of the world are too clean and children are not exposed to germs that teach their immune system to adjust between harmless and harmful irritants. Whatever. What's that? Irritants. You see that? It's all right there. It's all in. It's all document. It says, look, in 1906, it said the word allergy was first used in 1906, and the number of people affected has been increased since then. Do allergies come from trees? Wow, it says yes. Look. Look, it says the allergies come from trees, and it says yes. Tree pollen can cause allergies. Tree pollen is the most common cause of spring pollen allergies in the United States. Tree pollen allergies can seasonal allergic rhinitic, also known as hay fever. Symptoms included runny nose, itchy eyes, congested, sneezing, itchy nose, red ears, and mouth. Now, let me ask this. Before we go any further, I'm gonna take a hit. Hope y'all doing well physically, mentally, and emotionally on this day. And if you're having allergic allergies, try to remain safe and cautious, and be careful about what you eat because certain food can trigger your your allergies. So be careful what you eat, and cheers, ladies and gentlemen. Let's ask them this. Did pollen come from male trees? And look what the answer they gave me. Yes, pollen comes from male trees. Male trees produce pollen. which is a fine powder produced by the stems, stemming a plant's male reproductive organs. See? Remember what I said when I said that they got rid of all the female trees that produce fruit and only leave the trees that produce pollen, which is the male trees. And even Google will tell you that pollen comes from the male trees, and pollen produce allergies, and which is and pollen only and pollen comes from the male trees, and the female trees produce fruit. And guess what? Your country, or the world, I should say, chose instead. Google says that pollen comes from male trees, and we all know that the female trees produces fruit. So guess what they decided to which guess what trees they decided to go with instead between the male and the female. Either the one that produces fruit, which is female, or the one that produces pollen, which is male. Because you said, look right here. Because Google said it himself. Yes, pollen comes from male trees. Let's ask Google this. Are there any female trees? It says, yes, some trees have both male and female reproductive parts. This means that many trees are epithetic. Hyper, hypermorphic. Others are dicosis, meaning they're productive flowers that are either male or female. You can tell the difference between male and female trees by looking at the flower. Male flowers productive pollen, while female flowers produce seeds or fruit. You can also tell the sex of a So when was the last time anybody saw a when was the last time anybody saw a mm, put it here this more? It says some trees can also change sex. For example, damage to the trees can trigger a male tree to become female. Mm. I didn't know that. It says that some trees can also change sex. For example, damage to trees can trigger male trees to become female. Look at this. It says that urban areas particularly have less female trees, which results male trees producing an abundance of pollen that ends up in the air. Read this. It says urban areas typically have less female trees, which results in male trees producing an abundance of pollen that ends up in the air. So if you ever wonder why you find yourself in places, if you ever find yourself with have yourself having allergies, well, because you're in the area that have less female trees, which means that it's right here. It says so. It says urban areas typically have less trees, which results in male trees producing in. You'll see it for yourself, folks. That's the reason why you find yourself having symptoms of allergies and itchy eyes, and because you're in an area that has less female trees versus more male trees, which is produce pollen that cause allergies in the air. Said so by Google. It says so right here. Female trees produce fruit. Male trees produce pollen. So if you're in an area that has more male trees than female trees, then chances are you're gonna have to deal with allergies, because male trees produce pollen, and pollen causes allergies, according to Google. Wow, that's crazy. So if we have more fruit areas that have fruit than pollen, then there wouldn't be a such thing as allergies. And not to mention, everybody would have free fruit. But instead, we got to pay for, either we had to pay for the fruit from the stores, or go into certain areas that's not urban, obviously, and grow your own fruit like that. Let me know what your thoughts about what you just see right here. Urban areas typically have less female trees, which results in male trees reproducing amulets of pollen that ends up in the air. It says so right here by Google. And on that, we're going to smoke to that. Cheers. But we stay hydrated, gang. Now we know we got to ask questions, right? You know we got to ask questions as far as why there are more male trees than female trees. Here you go. This is what Google had to say. Male trees are often favored over female trees in urban areas. This phenomenon is known as botanical sexism. Here are some reasons why male trees are often chosen over female trees. Male trees produce pollen, while female trees do not. Female trees also remove pollen from the female trees also remove pollen from the air for pollination. You said, wait. It says male trees produce pollen while female trees does not. Female trees also remove pollen from the air. So not only does it not produce pollen, it also helps remove it from the air. That's something I didn't know. Male trees don't have seeds or fruits that creates a mess or look less ethically pleasant. A planting of more female plants will decrease the overall amount of pollen. Female trees also traps pollen. Wow. So if we have more female trees, it will help eliminate the pollen in the air because it doesn't produce pollen. It helps eliminate pollen from the air. It says so right here. So that means if we have, instead of planting instead of planting male trees, plant female trees. So not only you get fruit, it also helps eliminate pollen in the air, which eliminates what? Allergies, because allergies comes from pollen. Pollen comes from male trees, and male trees and male trees produce pollen versus female trees that produce fruits and which helps eliminate pollen. I'm just saying, why we not building more female trees than male trees if this is supposed to be the logic? It says so right here. Male trees don't have seeds or fruits that creates a mess. It said the planting for more female plants will decrease the overall amount of pollen. Female trees also traps pollen. that says pollen produce allergies that comes from male trees. So if we plant more female trees, which produce fruits, it will eliminate the pollen, which produce allergies. But yeah, we have more pollen, which which is the reason why more people like myself have allergies. There's people I know that didn't have allergies before now are dealing with allergies because of there's more pollen than there are. There's more pollen trees than there are fruit trees, which is health eliminates pollen. Says so by Google. See right here, plain and right. Planting more female trees will decrease overall amount of pollen. It says so right here. Planting more female trees will decrease the overall pollen. Female trees also traps pollen. Even Google says the solution to eliminate allergies is by producing more female trees because female trees eliminates pollen and it helps traps pollen from getting in the air. But yet they're doing the opposite. They have more pollen than there are trees. There are female trees, and specifically around the urban area. Stuff to make you go, wait a minute. That's why we got allergies. Cause it literally said it by Google. The solution to the Google literally showing you guys the solution to the ending of allergies, the end of allergy season is by planting more female trees. Say so by Google. See? The planting of more female plants will decrease the overall amount of pollen. Female trees also traps pollen. But yet we have more male trees. You can't make this stuff up, ladies and gentlemen. You can't make this stuff up. Who is in charge of planting trees around the world? Who is in charge of doing that? Because whoever's in charge of doing that is the reason why we have allergies, because they've chosen to plant more male trees than female trees, and particularly in urban areas. You could go on Google. You can even say it on Google. And on to that. We spoke to that. Cheers, gang. All I have to say is that's why we have Google and Siri, so that anything you want to know, all you got to do is ask Google or Siri or ask Alexa, and they will tell you directly the answer that you are looking for. We want to know why we have allergies. It's the answer we got. The planting of more female plants will decrease the overall amounts of pollen. Female trees also traps pollen. And what do we have more? Male or female trees. And what do we have every time spring comes about? It says it right here, guys. Just saying. What are we dealing with now? Mm-hmm. Yep. Like I said, who is in charge of planting? Who is in charge of planting trees? Mm. Like I said, guys, anything you want to know, all you gotta do is ask Google or Siri. Because guess what answer I got? Many entitles plant trees, including government organizations. I asked Google who, you can see right there, who is in charge of planting trees. This is the answer I got. Many entitles can plant trees, including government organization. Hmm. So there you have it, folks. Just like everything that's involved in them, y'all know the rest. Cause, because, cause they're the ones in charge of planting the trees. So obviously they're the ones chose to plant more male trees than female trees. And specifically in urban areas. Because guess who controls planting the trees? According to Google, government. Government organization. Hold on a second, guys. Just bear with me.
I want to thank our council member for joining us as well. Sabina Brooks Powers, who's also joined us. Councilor Brooks Powers is also the chair of the Transportation Infrastructure Committee, so that's why she has joined us here today. So many people have joined us. But this place is really a treasure trove of history. There's so much to explore and to celebrate about the Bronx, and part of that great history is the Hunts Point Produce Market. It is truly the beating heart of the bustling food trade here in our city, our state, and the nation. It's all made possible by the family-run vendors who've been here for generations, and really just making sure we have food to eat, that our restaurants have what they need, that our bodegas and shops have all the fresh produce coming from all over. I'm always happy when I'm touring and I see the boxes coming in from upstate New York. Let's keep taking care of our own upstate, our farmers, our growers as well. But this has been serving the city for over 233 years. That's extraordinary. And you think back to that time, you know, the cobblestones, the horses, and all the noise they made. It doesn't compare to what people are dealing with today. The clicking sound of hooves on cobblestone is vastly different than what happens when large semi-tractors and trucks come through this neighborhood all the time. So there's been a huge change. And in 1967, this market that was in this area moved to Hunts Point, and it really has become a vital economic driver, a great job creator. Over $2 billion of economic impact every year. That's extraordinary. And it is the largest produce terminal in the world. I mean, this is the Bronx, this is New York. We're always going to be the best. And that's a huge point of pride for us, the fact that 60% of food in our city runs through this place, nourishing over 23 million people. But also with all this economic activity, which is good on this side, there's an impact. Because how does all this produce get there? It's not being dropped in by drones, I can tell you that much, at least not these days. It's coming by trucks. And that economic activity means a lot of truck traffic. Over 78,000 vehicles travel to Points Peninsula every single day. But it's not just right there at the destination. 13,000 trucks are on local roads as well. Who's on these local roads? Kids want to play, seniors, moms pushing strollers. So this creates safety issues, traffic congestion, and my God, a lot of air pollution. So while the driving force is really the community, and the community is this market, the driving trucks have had a real impact on this neighborhood. It's unfair. It's unfair for parents to worry about their kids playing outside in this environment, but are fearful of the tractor trailers that are on the same roads. It's unfair for that essential worker who had a long night, maybe double shift, wants to go home and get a good night's sleep and just hears a lot of noise. All they want to do is catch up for the next day. And our seniors who want to go out for a walk. And any community member who just wants to take that deep breath of air and enjoy it. Something we take for granted in other communities, but not here. And truck traffic is the primary culprit for the poor air quality in this area. In fact, this has been called a pollution hotspot. I know the Bronx is a hotspot, but I don't want to be a pollution hotspot.
What up? What's your last one?
It has higher asthma rates than anywhere else in the city. And I will take note that it's not a coincidence that this is a community of color. When we talk about environmental racism, people knew what was going to happen. But there was this benign neglect, not expecting people to stand up and complain, you just have to endure it. Decision makers over many decades have put in place policies that have harmed black and brown New Yorkers. And this long practice of...
No, I'm from the U.S. I'm from the U.S.
Put Hunts Point and neighborhoods like this throughout the city at a structural disadvantage. My friends, that changes today. Today we're going to take back our community, take back our air and our sidewalks and our streets, and make sure that everyone calls this wonderful community home of a better outcome, a better life, because they deserve it. We're going to be making changes. Thank you. We're making necessary changes. Sorry.
They said, you heard the mayor of New York City said that there's a reason why there are people in urban areas are dealing with allergies and dealing with all that congestion and all that toxic and all that air pollution is because it was designed by the people who are running this country. Just like you can Google that there are more pollen trees in urban areas than there are in other areas. Check this out. Yes, urban areas have pollen trees. Urban areas particularly have less female trees, which results in male trees produced. Now you heard what the New York mayor just said about the racism going on, and you see it right here. There are more male trees in the urban areas, and who are in charge of the trees, planting the trees? None other than governments. Who in charge of planting the trees? Hold on. What is the biggest tree planting organization in the world? The Arbor Day Foundation, founded so it says the Arbor Day Foundation is the world's largest non-profit organization dedicated to tree planting. Founded in 1972, foundation planted distributed more trees than 10 billion trees each year. In April 2022, found out do they not know that by planting more male trees will produce pollen? And because according to Google, to eliminate pollen, to eliminate allergies, is by planting more female trees. But they are planting more male trees than female trees, specifically in urban areas. You can even ask you can ask Google. Google will tell you that in certain areas, and Google in certain urban areas, there are more pollen trees than there are fruits. There are female trees that produce fruits. So why this why so why there these people right here, why they all not why they haven't been building more female trees than male trees? Did anybody ever stop them to ask? Did anyone ever ask them why they are planting more male trees than female trees? And male trees produce pollen. Female trees produce fruit. They are building more pollen. They are building more males than female trees, particularly in urban areas. Did anyone ever stop them to ask them why? Why is that? Because according to Google, a simple solution is to plant more female trees, and that will eliminate pollen. And the female tree is supposed to eliminate pollen in the air, and the male tree does the opposite and release pollen in the air, which cause allergies. But yet, guess what we're dealing with every year? Allergy season. And yet, Google simple solution is to plant more female trees. And who's in charge of planting the trees? Who's in charge of planting the trees? So I asked why they are not planting more male, why they are not planting more female trees than male trees. And do they know or not know that male trees produce pollen and female trees produce fruit, and pollen cause allergies? Do they not know that? Require minds want to know. But at the end of the live stream, thank you for doing this live stream. By the end of the live stream, you are the real MVP. Thank you for doing this live stream. And thank you for hitting the like button on the live stream. Don't forget to leave a comment on the live stream. Let me know what your thoughts on allergy season. Let me know what you think about them planting more male trees over female trees that causes allergies. And don't forget to subscribe for more look at the live streams and videos like this, and share this video with your friends and family, so they know that I go live on every day, 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, 1 o'clock p.m. West Coast time. It's Super Champ 1983. You know, y'all have a blessed day. Remember, you are beautiful, wise, kind, and the most important thing on this earth. And don't let anybody talk you into different. And be careful. Take it easy on this allergy season. And y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay safe out there. You have a nice one. Thank you for joining. Happy Monday. Cheers. Until next time. 4 o'clock Eastern time. 4 o'clock Eastern time. 1 o'clock p.m. West Coast time. Hit that notification bell on all so you won't miss any of my content. It will notify you when I go live. So hit that notification bell on all. It's People Champ 1983. I'm signing out. Deuces.